What's up, YouTube? This week we're going to take a little bit of a break from our time down in LA talking to Jay and seeing some of those guys down there. Next week we'll be back at Jay's place with more of his awesome animals in his facility. But this week is what I want to do is do a real quick short video for you and kind of update you guys on some of the rescue snakes that we took in over the past couple of months and that. So a lot of you guys don't know, some of our big girls that are going to breed hopefully this fall were rescues from a breeder here locally, and I don't know if he was doing too much breeding or not. He had an early edition of a freedom breeder rack, and the conditions weren't all that great in all honesty, and he was having to move for whatever reason. So we went in, a buddy of mine went in, we rescued a bunch of them, and that's actually how we got to where we're able to breed this year. So worked out for everybody. He needed to get out from under it, and we needed stuff to get started. So this week I wanted to kind of introduce you to some of the bigger girls, some of the rescues and that, and show you some of our breeding plans and whatnot. Some of the stuff that we haven't highlighted on the channel at all. You might have seen some of these on Instagram, but probably not most of them. So let's get that started. Real quick, shout out to my buddy Logan over at Intelligent Design Reptiles. Super cool shirts. I'll put his link for the shirts and his channel in the description below. Super nice guy. He's been getting new clutches and does a couple of cool things with his clutches and his videos and that, so go check him out. Logan's a good dude, good friend of mine. But without further ado, let's check out the big girls. So the first girl I want to show you guys here, this is Kiki. Kiki is our biggest female. She's an Enchi. Currently weighs in just over 2,700 grams, and as you can see is an absolute sweetheart. Probably the nicest snake we have by far. Has never even attempted to get pissy with us or bite at us or nothing else. Super sweet girl, eats like a champ. We got big plans with her, hopefully some scaleless head options coming soon. So she'll be a first time mom this season, and with her size I'm hoping maybe 7, 8, even more eggs than that. That'd be fantastic. So this is my girl Kiki. Next up, this is my girl Fiona. Fiona is a fire, and just sitting at right about 2,300 grams now. Super nice. She's a little bit more timid than Kiki is, but never had an issue with her. She obviously looks really nice and thick bodied. She's a little bit more head shy than Kiki for sure, but obviously you can still see super nice. This with her, we're hoping to make some super fires and obviously some other fire combos, fireflies, stuff like that, but hopefully some super fires this year. This is Fiona. Next girl up, this is Piper. Now some of you that have been with us on Instagram for quite a while will remember Piper. This is my pinstripe, obviously. Really nice example of a pinstripe. She's sitting about 2,100 grams or so, but when we got Piper, she was about 1,100 grams, maybe 1,200 grams, pretty underweight for her length and her size. Now she looked fairly thin, had the wrinkles and that to kind of indicate she was thin, but she also produced these pretty bad looking eye caps on her right eye, and we figured out is what had happened is because of the conditions of the tubs that she was in at the other guy's place. They had not shed correctly in quite some time, so we put her in a humid box with a lid and everything, keep the humidity up and stable in that, and it took 3 solid sheds and some antibiotic eye drops just to make sure it didn't get infected. It took some 3 solid sheds, but if I get her to sit still long enough, you can see her eye looks beautiful now. So we got 1-piece sheds from her that had both eye caps on it. We went through 3 of those, and now they cleaned up perfectly. There's no indenting anymore. She's looking great, put on great size, great weight, eats like a champ. So this girl, Piper, the pinstripe, we're planning on putting with Kevin, our OG banana, make some banana pins. Nothing too crazy. Obviously been done quite a few times, but I really like banana and pinstripe together, and it's a fairly inexpensive morph for somebody that wants to get into their first snake that's something really pretty. So She likes to say hi to you guys. This is Piper. Now this next girl is going into shed. It never fails. Every time you want to show somebody on video, they're wanting to be in shed. This is my spider female. These were all rescued from the same place too. That's something I meant to tell you. All the ones we'll show you today were rescued at the same time from the same guy. But this is my spider girl, Florence. You know, really nice, pretty nice example of a spider. Not the highest white on the sides. Sometimes you can get spider will come like way up here at the white, but still really pretty. She's being a little bit finicky with food right now. She's been off food for a few weeks, but not losing any weight, so I'm not too concerned yet. It's just obviously she's not growing as fast as we thought. If she doesn't make it to the end of this year, then so be it. We won't breed her this year, but if she does, I'm hoping to start working towards some banana spide combos. I think the banana spider pies, I think that'd be super fun. I don't know if you guys can tell, you know, a lot of people worry about spider in that with the wobble and the neurological issues and whatnot. From everything we can tell, Florence has very little distinguishable wobble, if any. She's rock solid. She feeds when she is on food. She feeds really well. She's a little bit bug-eyed. The eyes are, I can tell, her eyes are a little bit big, but nothing too alarming. But a real sweetheart. She's very shy. We play with her as often as we can just to kind of keep her used to us being in her tub and that, but super sweet girl. So we're just hoping to get her back on food here pretty soon, and if we can get her to size in time. She's just over 1,100 grams or so now, so maybe not. I'm not gonna push it, obviously, but yeah, if she's ready to go, then we're gonna start working towards some banana spides. Wouldn't be this year, it'd be next year at the earliest. So this is Florence. Next up down here, this is my girl Sky, who also looks like she's getting ready to start shedding pretty soon. She is a hypo, or ghost. For those who don't know, ghost or hypo, it's same, or orange ghost, there's a bunch of names for it, is a recessive trait that basically, it almost makes it look like the snake is always in shed. It's really cool. It changes the colors a little bit, especially on some, you know, a lot of darker morphs, it changes the colors with a lot. So she is a visual hypo, which means that everything I breed to her, as long as the if I were to breed her to a normal, let's say, everything I would get would be 100% het for hypo. But what we're planning on breeding her to is our Champagne Mojave Yellow Belly het hypo male. And that should give us some really cool mimosa combos, champagne hypos, Mojave hypos, stuff like that. So really excited about her. She's a little bit more shy too. We've gotten a lot better with her. You can hold her head and whatnot. Used to never be able to do that. But no, and I really like her in person. I don't know if the camera's picking up, but she's almost got a bit of a green hue to her. I don't know if that's fairly, you know, conducive with hypo, if that's normal or not, but she does. She has a little bit of a green tint to her, which is kind of cool. Green's not something we get a lot of in ball pythons, so this is Sky, our hypo. Last but not least here, the only male in our group and getting ready for a tub upgrade. He's growing really well now, back on food. He was fighting me there a little bit. This is Drake. Drake is a dragonfly, pastel, fire, pinstripe. And Drake has a very special spot in this collection. Those of you that don't know, or are fairly new to the hobby or whatever, there was a exceptionally well-respected breeder in this hobby by the name of Ben Rennick. And unfortunately, last year, Ben was taken from his family and from this hobby and the hobby family, far too soon. And I actually don't even know all the details, or I'm not sure that anybody does, to be honest with you, of the events that unfolded that took Ben from everybody. But I never got an opportunity to meet Ben, unfortunately, because as you guys know, we got started late last year. And Ben was, if I remember correctly, it was in July, so we're coming up about 1 year now, something like that. But Ben was a highly respected breeder in the hobby, and well liked by most. And I never got a chance to meet him. And when we went to rescue all these snakes, I was talking to the guy that had this one, or had all of them, and we brought him out, and he's super underweight. Believe it or not, he's right around 800 grams now. He was about 450 grams or so when we got him, and this is a 2013 male. So, I mean, it's not say that just because he's a 2013 he should be, you know, 1,500 grams and bigger. But we found out is what was happening was that breeder was feeding them almost exclusively just mice, and small mice at that, and so they never really got the chance to grow. Once we got him converted over to rats, man, he's eating great. He's finally starting to thicken up a bit, putting on some body weight. It's still got a little bit more to go. He is producing sperm plugs, so he is ready to go, and obviously we're gonna breed him with our fire female, Fiona, since he has fire in him, makes some fireflies and some super fires and more dragonflies. But the thing was, when we found him, I got talking to the owner, and he brought me a certificate of authenticity from the sale of him, and I found out that Drake was produced by and came from Ben Rennick. And so because of that, since I was able to get something directly from Ben's collection that Ben had produced himself, and I never got a chance to meet him, we decided at that point, even if Drake never breeds a single female, we never get a single egg from him, Drake will always have a spot in our collection for the rest of the time, because I just feel like it's something I owe to Ben and his family, to kind of hopefully carry a little bit of the legacy with us, and at least if nothing else, enjoy this beautiful animal that Ben made. You know, so like I said, nothing crazy, but Drake's an integral part of our team, part of the family for sure. Hopefully we can get some really cool stuff from him. I think we will, but definitely close to home on this one. I really regret not getting the opportunity to meet Ben. Yeah, I got a little bit part of his lineage here, so that was big for us. This is Drake. All right, guys, so there you go. That's all of our rescues. Those were specifically rescues. We do have a couple other females that we, picked up out of sell-off collections or stuff that wasn't being kept for whatever reason. And then obviously our banana male, Kevin, that started this whole thing was a gift. But yeah, so most of the girls in the top of this rack here, in the top of the 1040 rack I built, are rescues. They're all looking fantastic. They eat like a champ, with the exception, like I said, of Florence the spider. She's kind of protesting right now, but they all take their own time. But they're doing great. They look so much better now. We got them through the quarantine process. We made sure there was no mites. They're super healthy. Now that we've got Piper's eye cap cleared up, they look fantastic. And they for rescues that, I don't know if they were neglected, but they obviously weren't the perfect or as good a care as possible. They're super sweet. I've never been struck at by any of them. They're real nice. They obviously are used to being handled, and they're thriving here. They're doing really well here. So that's actually most of our breeding stock for this year. We do, like I said, a couple more towards the bottom. I've picked up at other times, but those top, was that 5? Yeah, those top 5 are all rescues. That's what started this whole plan for this year. So I just want to show you those. Those are the rescues, including Drake. Next week we'll get back to Jay's place and do some more of the tour behind the scenes there and see some of the cool stuff that he's making. And again, huge shout out, thanks a lot to Jay and his team for letting us be there. Stay tuned for more videos. Obviously, pairing season is coming up, and for us, travel season is coming up. We're planning on, we're going to be in Chicago for Tinley, so we'll do a huge travel vlog for that. And then obviously when we get there, we've already lined up a bunch of interviews for how did we get there, or how did we get here. So stay tuned for those. Obviously, like I said, more videos from Jay's place coming up soon. And then we're going to start doing some more highlight stuff on some of the other animals. I'll show you some of the future projects for next year, and we'll show you the rest of the other pairings for this year, aside from the rescues. The rest of the bottom rack and 2 tubs in the combo that I built. So I am going to do, for those of you guys, because a bunch of you have asked on Instagram and Facebook and that, these combos There's actually 2 racks here. There's a 6-high combo from here down, and then a 3-high from here up. Same design on both. I am gonna do another build of one of those, so expect that video soon. That's gonna be another build log, much like the wrap racks. It'll be up on the website when we get it done. You can reference it. We're probably just gonna build another 3-high because I need another quarantine rack in a different room in the house. But the effect is the same, and I'll put in a build sheet for the 6-high as well. It's nice though, because now I've got 9 levels in each one, and it works perfect. So I will be doing that build very soon. I gotta get some other things cleaned up. Finally got the shop cleaned up. You might have seen on the Instagram, that was a huge project, but we're moving in the right direction. So coming up, more videos from Jay's place, more videos of the stock, the collection that we have, building the racks. And then by that time, we're gonna be getting real close to travel. I'm gonna be out of the country in September, the wife and I. So we'll probably take you guys with us on that. That'll be a travel vlog that has nothing to do with snakes. That'll just be our life. So we'll take you with us there. We're gonna be, actually we're gonna be in Sturgis in August. So I might take you guys with us there. And we're gonna try to hook up a tour down at Reptile Gardens in Rapid City, South Dakota. So that might be kind of cool behind the scenes. I'm still working on that one. And then obviously Tinley, and when we get back from Tinley, it's pairing time. We're gonna start putting locks together. So lots coming up. We're just getting started. We appreciate all your support. Comments on Facebook, Instagram, and on the videos on YouTube are amazing. You guys have been fantastic. The merch link is in the description for us and for Logan at Intelligent Design. And on Teespring for both of us, super easy. So you just pick what you want, it ships right away, good to go. You don't have to wait for either of us to get an order in, none of that, super simple. So that's all down there. All of Logan's information will be down there, and the link to our website and the Facebook page and that will all be down there. If you're not already subscribed and follow across the board, please do like, subscribe, and share this video, and we will see you guys next week. Thanks for coming along, guys. See ya.